When trying to make your hair thicker, you have to start from the very, very beginning of the process, and that means the shampoo and the conditioner. So I would highly suggest using something that is a thickening type of shampoo and conditioner. For example, my thickening set, I've got a Volumizing shampoo and conditioner. It's a set or individual products that are designed to add volume to your hair without drying it out. Most volumizing shampoos that I've experienced in my career as a stylist have a tendency to dry the hair out because it's trying to expand the hair shaft, and it just always seems to dry it out. So you want to make sure really that you're using the proper shampoo and conditioner in order to get thicker hair. So really when you think about thicker hair, there could be a number of things and contributing factors. Is your hair thinning? Are you losing your hair? Is it a medical problem? You know, what really is the scenario? But if you've got, you know, a normal head of hair, but it happens to be on the fine side, or you are looking just to get thicker texture and a thicker foundation, then, you know, these steps are going to be helpful. So starting off with the right products in the shower, you want to be careful with conditioner, because if you use a conditioner, it could weigh your hair down. That's why you have to be very, very careful. So I would say, you know, maybe shampoo your hair every couple of days, use a conditioner maybe every other time you wash your hair, and maybe use something like my 25 spray to replace the conditioner, because this has 25 benefits and it does help condition your hair. So maybe you can skip that conditioner. So a lot of people feel like, oh, your hair is being weighed down. It's because maybe the conditioner is too heavy. So keep in mind with that. So when it comes to the next phase after the shampooing process or the cleansing and conditioning process, now you have to start thinking about the styling process. And it's like building layers of anything, whether like a house, you have to build those different layers. I always suggest starting with 25 spray. Again, it has 25 benefits to it. It will act as a really, really good foundation. It doesn't weigh your hair down. All you need is a couple of spritzes. I always suggest 4 to 6 spritzes the most in wet hair or damp hair, and then comb it through, and that's your foundation. Next, what type of product are you going to add on top of that for bodybuilding? So that's where Tidal Wave comes in. This is my #1 selling product, the Sea Salt Volumizing Spray. You spray this in when the hair is wet or damp. Again, maybe 4 to 6 spritzes, if that, and you then want to work it through like this. You can comb it through if you want. Sometimes I just spray it and leave it, but it's a really good foundational spray. You can use a variety of different products. Anything from like my crafted blow dry cream. It's an amazing styling cream. If you want to smooth your hair out a little bit, you can use my sleek serum. It's really, you're building that foundation of whatever you want your hair to do. I would be very careful with any sort of waxes or heavy oils, because that could cause the hair to separate and be a bit on the greasier side. So now that you've got the foundation, what do you do? I know a lot of people like to use a post-styling product as a pre-styling product. That's totally fine. The problem is if we use something that has certain types of ingredients, like it's very heavy on the waxes, what's going to happen is that you may be blow drying that wax or that more oily type base into the hair, which is going to weigh it down a lot and make it even look greasy. So I'd stay away from doing that. I would follow the steps that I suggested, just simple type of pre-stylers, blow dry your hair. So now let's talk about blow drying. So getting volume in your hair could really just be a simple illusion, because you're using a certain type of brush and the blow dryer to create something. So it does come down to technique. And I'm going to suggest my anti-static vent brush. This is a huge seller, very, very popular. The great thing about it is, yes, it's anti-static. So when you're brushing your hair, you're not going to get flyaways and very, very staticky hair. It's got a rubber handle, which is great. It's plastic, but it's not plastic on the handle going all the way down. That rubber really ensures a solid foundational grip, which is awesome for me as a stylist. Then what you want to do is really map out the type of style that you want. If you're looking for thicker hair, right, you're looking to get volume, you have to start creating the volume from the base. So let's get a little bit closer in through here. And when I talk about the base, I'm referring to the root area, which is right down towards the scalp. So in most situations, the reason that you may not be getting volume is because you're not giving your hair any sort of foundation or lift here. It's the same thing with the pre-styling products. You have to layer it on. So with this type of brush, what you're doing is you're taking it and you're locking it in, using the nozzle with the brush to create that lift. So let's do that. I'm going to take the brush, see how I'm locking in, I'm going to turn, and now what I'm doing is I'm creating lift right in through here. So I'm going to use the blow dryer. It's on normal high heat, right? I'm not singeing the hair or anything, but now look what happened. Look at all that volume we have. Let's turn this so you can see. Look at that, look at all the volume, right? And to me, that appears to be thicker hair. Again, it's an illusion. You can have finer hair and create that fullness just with the brush, and you're getting that illusion of having thicker hair. So that's one option, and you can do that throughout the entire head. You just have to really make sure that the nozzle of the blow dryer, which I always suggest using, and the brush are working in sync. Another brush you could use, this is the TikToker 2-inch thermal ceramic round brush. Again, same thing. You bring the hair downwards this way. When you're brushing hair, make sure you brush through it a number of times like this to get any sort of knots out. You're going to take the hair, you're going to roll it into the brush, and then you're going to apply the heat right to the brush and right to the root area like so. Notice how I'm not letting the blow dryer singe the hair. I'm working the brush and the blow dryer together. And now I'm going to release, and there it is, same thing. So once again, we've got that volume right into here, and it's going to, you're really setting the hair. That's what you're doing, you're setting the hair. Now let's talk about what do you do from here? What type of styling product? So I would suggest using something more of a clay base or a powder base, or you can use like my locked hairspray or something that's gonna really just set this in without weighing it down and making it, oily or super shiny. But you wanna stay away from waxes, you wanna stay away from pomades, oil-based type things, products that are a bit more on the greasy side, because that is going to make the hair separate and look very thin, right? When your hair gets very oily or wet, it looks a bit thinner. So you wanna keep the hair strands more merged together, right, and binded together. And that's what volume is. And as you see right in through here, what I did with the blow dry is I connected all those hairs. I binded them together. So a powder, like my talc styling powder, dab it on, and you want to literally just style it like so. It's not separating, it's doing the opposite. So clays, a paste that is more of a water base. Anything that's like an oil base is I wouldn't suggest that. My cream grooming clay is amazing for something like this. So anytime you're actually doing something where the hair, again, is coming together rather than separating, that is going to be your best bet. I have so many videos describing different types of haircuts, tutorials, hair tips, hair tricks, and they're all on my channel. And hopefully, if you browse through it, you'll find exactly what you're looking for.